Hey everybody, Joy here. Hey Becky, hey Mary. I've been talking to a lady that I met from my blog and my vlog. Her name's Becky, and she and I have been talking on the phone some lately, so that's been lots of fun. But then she told me that she was just at a, I guess, Brother, I don't understand this, but Brother evidently has a machine just like this Solaris, and it's called the Luminaire or something, and it's just as expensive, and it's made by the same company. Y'all probably know more about that than I do, but anyway, I don't understand that. But she and Mary just were at a seminar in Houston at some sew and back place. It was a 2-day long thing, and they were showing everybody the new Luminaire, which is the twin sister of this Solaris. So, go figure. But she was telling me about the stuff that she bought, the free stuff that she got, and the stuff that she bought when she was there. So, she loves to go to those things like I do. But anyway, I wanted to tell you, my room is, see the paint over there on the wall? I can see, you can see. See my rulers? Everything's a mess, a super mess in here, because I'm having it painted. But the builder that I hired told me, when I first hired him, which was 3 weeks ago, a month ago, I said, when will the painter be able to start? And he said, as soon as you pick your paint. Well, I picked my paint 2 weeks ago. And the painter can't come, he has other jobs, and so he can't come until the 24th. And I've had him put 3 different colors of paint. You can see 2 colors right here. The one on the top, I'll come over here. This color right here, can you see me? Hello! This color right here is going to be the color of my room. It's the color that matches my new rug that I showed you guys in an earlier vlog. So, it's painted, some of it's over there, and some of it's over here, and some of it's over here, because I wanted to see how the sunlight and the lights played with it, you know, through the day. So anyway, I picked my paint, but no painter to put it on. And so the furniture's not right, the tables aren't right, the desks aren't right, the machines aren't right, everything's just a mess. So just ignore all that. I'll show it to you guys when it's done and it's right, okay? But what I wanted to tell you was, yesterday was the very first time that I went into the purple bags and started pulling things out and decided I was going to try to embroider something on this machine. I spent probably an hour until I was in tears. Mind you, I have an Elysimo, and this is pretty much the same old thing. But it's supposed to be so fantabulous because it has this scanner. It's called it's a projector, I beg your pardon. It's a projector. And it projects your design down onto your hoop. So I just thought, okay, I'm gonna embroider something and practice with the projector. So I put this red material in here, which is, I just made a blouse from it, so it was leftovers from my blouse. And so I deliberately put a crooked cross, because I wanted to play like I didn't hoop it right, and the cross was off, okay? Off center and over a little bit. So I put, here's my first cross right here. And I stuck it in here, and I poked all the buttons and figured out what to do, and shined the little projector down. And first thing I discovered was there's no cross mark. There wasn't any cross mark projected. When you project the design, you don't get a crosshair in it, showing you where the middle of the design is. I thought, $20,000 and they can't put crosshairs in there? My God, that's the very first thing I would have done. So, no crosshair. Now, you can go in there and you can have it project just the crosshair, but not the design with the crosshair in it. So I projected the crosshair. I could not get the crosshair to rotate. You can move the crosshair up, and you can move it over, and you can move it down, and you can move it to the left, but you cannot turn it to match your crosshair. Again, I'm like, what the heck? What the heck? What is the point of the projector if you can't line it up to where you want it? It's just beyond belief. So then I called and I said, are there any snowmen? If you all started out with the earlier machines, you know about the snowmen. I absolutely love the little snowman. And first of all, I couldn't find them. I called them up. Are there any snowmen? Yes, there's snowmen that came with your machine. Where on earth are they? Let me go ask somebody. The girl disappeared, went and asked somebody, came back. We don't know where the snowmen are. So while she was gone, I decided to look in the koala studio bag, and that's where I found my snowman, in case anybody else is looking for their snowman. So, next thing was, I found the snowman in here. Here's my little snowman right here. And I put the snowman on my hoop here, right there. That's where he goes. But, even me with my lightning fast mind, I'm going to come show it to you close up. Can you see where the snowman is? That was my center right there. Do you see where the bee is? Yeah, that worked real well, didn't it? So I thought, oh, well, obviously I screwed up. Let's do this again. So I made another mark. That was actually my second mark. My first mark was right here. And here's my bee, nowhere near centered on that crosshair. Here's my second bee, nowhere near centered. So then the tears. I mean, I wasn't bawling a river or anything, but I was not happy. I thought I might as well have just kept my Elysimo. At least it could find the silly snowman. So I emailed Jan. You know Jan, she's the one whose feathers don't ruffle. I just love Jan. And she was at the state fair. That woman is something else. Do you know she worked at the fair till 10 o'clock last night? This woman works all week, and then she goes to the fair and works till 10 o'clock. I hope they pay her really, really good. Anyway, I sent her a picture of this. I said, what the heck, why can't this goofy machine find the snowman? So she did one. She did one at the fair to try to explain it to me. Well, when she went in and did the snowman, it found hers and it did it right. And so we figured out, on my Elysimo, there was 1, 2, 3, 4 sections, and you had to choose a section to tell it where your snowman was. So this one had like 12 sections, all these marks, and I thought, well, I guess my snowman's closest over here to this mark, so I pushed that mark and then said scan. She said, don't push any marks, don't push anything, just tell it to scan. So I haven't been back in yet today. My baby's coming. My new baby Luke's coming. He was here last night for about 3 hours. And he's coming again tonight, and his mommy and daddy are going to go out for her birthday, I think. But anyway, I don't even try to sew or embroider or anything. When the baby's here, we only do baby. We jump on my trampoline. You know, I have a trampoline. So cute. I've been putting Luke on the trampoline, like in front of me, and jumping up and down on the trampoline, and I hold onto his hands because he can't walk yet. And so jump, 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 and I'll stop. And he keeps on going. So cute. So cute. Just adorable. So anyway, I'll be playing with Luke later tonight. He's almost 10 months old. He was 10 months old yesterday. The 14th, he was 10 months old. Can you believe it? Oh. Anyway, what else was I going to tell you guys? Oh, that's as far. You think I'm going to do such fantastic things. I've got 2 little beads done. So, enjoying my new church, where my grandson that I call Boo Bear, he and his wife go there and love it, and she even joined a Bible study that's on Tuesday mornings, and I didn't even know it. And she was telling me about it, and I said, oh my gosh, can I go with you? So I'm going to go with her to the Bible study on Tuesday morning. So, I am just loving that. I'm loving to have somebody that you can talk about church with and talk about the preacher. Oh, did you know what? You know how I'm a people starer. I stare at people. I study people. I guess it's because I sew. I don't know. Y'all do that? I just always, it's just terrible. I just feel guilty sometimes because I like look at the belt and see if they got all their belt loops and see if their seams are straight and see how long their pants are and see if their shirt is ironed and notice this and notice that, and if their hair's, oh, he looks like he just had a haircut, or oh, he looks like he needs a haircut. I mean, it's just nuts. It's just nuts. And that's just one man. It's everybody in the church. I'm like that. I'm like, oh, look at him. Oh, look at that. He has really nice shoes. Oh, it's just crazy. It's a wonder I ever learned anything about the Bible. Anyway, preacher got up and he's teaching really about the 23rd Psalm, and he is so good. I think there's podcasts. I'm gonna have to figure out how you all watch that if you ever are interested, because he's really, really good. His name is Dr. Mark Hitchcock, and he's in Edmond, Oklahoma, and I think you can look him up and maybe listen to his sermons. But anyway, he's standing there behind his podium, and Margaret and I are just one row back. So there's nobody sitting in front of us most of the time. We're just one row back, so we're just right in front of him. And he's behind the podium, and he puts his leg kind of crossways, you know, one leg straight and the other one's crossways. So this crossways foot, I can see this crossways foot, and I can see he's got bare feet. He doesn't have any socks on. He's got bare feet in his shoes. And I'm just sitting there thinking, oh my God, he doesn't have any socks. I wonder if they're poor. I wonder if his wife forgot to do the laundry. Oh my goodness, I never heard of a preacher without any socks. Isn't it just nuts? Isn't it just nuts? Not him, me. Me, number one, even noticing. I'll bet not another person in the entire church noticed it. Just me. So anyway, we're going tomorrow. We will be starting on the 4th verse of the 23rd Psalm. And you know, I used to know it really, really good, and now I get it all mixed up, and I get the parts mixed up. I really need to memorize it again. But anyway, I don't guess there's anything else to tell you. I just wanted to say hi and tell you there's another machine just like this, but it's just as expensive, so I wouldn't go dashing out to buy it. Alrighty, I'm gonna go upload this or download it or whatever, see if I can get it on YouTube before little Luke shows up, because once he shows up, it's Luke, and that's all we do. He's so cute. Maybe I'll do a little video of Luke after a while. Anyway, bye guys. I'll be back when I actually do something with this machine, okay? Which will probably be this week, because I have this entire week to wait for the painter to show up next week. So maybe I'll actually make something that has some embroidery on it or something. I don't know. I'll let you know. And again, bye for now.